They told you about love. They told you about pleasure. But they never told you about this. They never told you what really happens, emotionally, psychologically, biologically, when a man releases inside you. And if you think it's just about the body, you're wrong. This is the moment your soul and science collide. The moment that can leave a mark far deeper than you can see. And once you understand it, you will never give your body away the same way again. When a man releases inside you, your body doesn't just react physically, it reacts chemically. Hormones flood your system in seconds. Oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone, rises sharply, telling your brain, this person is safe. This person is mine. Whether or not that's true doesn't matter. Your body believes it. Prolactin shifts your mood, calming you or making you feel drowsy, almost like your body is whispering, stay close, don't move away. And dopamine, the chemical of reward, creates a surge of pleasure that's linked not just to the act, but to the person who triggered it. In that moment, you are not just sharing skin. You are sharing signals. Signals that say this is significant. Your body starts aligning him with protection, closeness, and belonging. And here's the truth no one tells you. Your biology doesn't check whether he loves you, respects you, or will stay tomorrow. It only reacts to the act itself. That's why so many women feel an unexplained emotional pull after such intimacy, even if their mind says otherwise. It's not weakness. It's nature. And when you understand that, you stop mistaking chemical attachment for true love. You start choosing not just with your heart, but with your head. Because your body will respond. But it's up to you to decide if the man deserves the privilege of leaving such a mark on you. When a man releases inside you, your brain becomes a silent chemist, mixing a cocktail designed to bond you to him. Seminal fluid doesn't just carry sperm. It carries molecules that can trigger shifts in your mood and perception. Researchers have found that certain components may influence serotonin and even lower stress hormones in some women, subtly linking his presence to emotional stability. Meanwhile, oxytocin continues its work, reinforcing a sense of connection that your conscious mind might not fully agree with. This is where emotional attachment becomes complicated. Your brain starts weaving the act into a story. He's part of me. We belong. These are not rational thoughts. They are instinctive echoes of our evolutionary past, when such moments signaled partnership and protection. Even if you told yourself it was just for fun, your body's chemistry doesn't speak casual. It speaks commitment, at least in the short term. That's why some women find themselves missing a man they didn't even like that much, or feeling uneasy after he pulls away emotionally. It's not that you're needy, it's that your internal systems were designed to reward pair bonding for survival. In other words, your biology is doing its job, even if your modern life doesn't require it. The danger is mistaking these chemical bonds for evidence of deep compatibility. Chemistry is real, but it isn't proof of love, loyalty, or shared values. When you know this, you stop being blindsided by the pull. You can feel the connection without being ruled by it. You can recognize that sometimes your attachment is chemical, not cosmic, and that power lets you choose your partner with eyes wide open instead of heart half closed and body already convinced. When a man releases inside you, your subconscious is not idle. It's recording. Every detail, the scent in the air, the rhythm of his breathing, the look in his eyes. Your brain stores these sensations alongside the emotional tone of the moment, creating what psychologists call an emotional memory trace. This isn't a conscious choice. It's your mind's way of cataloging events that could impact your future safety, connection, and survival. That's why even years later, certain triggers, a song, a touch, a tone of voice, can bring back a flood of feelings you thought you'd left behind. It's not nostalgia, it's neurological imprinting. In that intimate moment, your brain links him with trust, vulnerability, or in some cases, regret and fear. And those associations can influence how you respond to future partners, often without realizing it. The more emotionally charged the experience, the deeper the imprint. If you felt loved and valued, your subconscious stores warmth and safety. If you felt used, ignored, or uncertain, your subconscious stores warning signals, sometimes making you guarded in future relationships. This is why intimacy is never truly casual. To your deeper mind, it's a high-stakes recording session that shapes your emotional reflexes. What most people don't realize is that these subconscious recordings are hard to erase. You can move on logically, you can block his number, but your body's memory doesn't operate on logic. It responds to patterns. That's why it's crucial to be intentional about who you allow that deeply into your life. Because you're not just giving them a moment. You're letting them write in the diary your subconscious will read for years to come. When a man releases inside you, your sense of safety and trust can either strengthen like steel or shatter like glass. And it happens in seconds. Intimacy at this level strips away the last barrier between two people, leaving you in a state of extreme vulnerability. Your nervous system, wired for survival, instantly evaluates, am I safe? Is this connection secure? If the man's actions, words, and presence after that moment align with care and reassurance, your body relaxes. Your parasympathetic nervous system calms your heartbeat, your muscles soften, and your mind begins to associate him with security. This is how deep trust is built, not in months of talk, but in split-second confirmations during moments of highest vulnerability. But the opposite is equally true. If he withdraws emotionally, acts distracted, or treats the moment casually while you're still raw with openness, your body reads that as danger. Adrenaline can spike, creating a subtle tension in your chest or gut. You might not even notice it right away, but your subconscious does. It files him under unsafe, even if your conscious mind tries to excuse it. This is why some women feel a hollow ache afterward, while others feel peaceful and grounded. It's not about the act alone. It's about what follows in the moments and hours after. Your nervous system remembers how he held you, or how he didn't. The lesson? You're not overreacting when you crave reassurance after such intimacy. You're responding exactly as nature designed you to. The real power is in giving that level of access only to someone who knows how to guard it, not exploit it. When a man releases inside you, the meaning you attach to that moment becomes the lens through which you see intimacy, and it can shape your relationship patterns for years. Your mind is not just reacting to biology. It's interpreting the experience, writing a story about what it means for you, for him, and for us. If you see it as an act of love and commitment, your brain wraps it in warmth, significance, and even pride. You carry it like a seal of connection, a private covenant between two people. But if you see it as careless, rushed, or transactional, it can leave you feeling unseen, reduced, or even discarded. The physical act is the same, but the emotional aftermath is dictated by the narrative you tell yourself. This is why two women can have the same experience and walk away feeling completely different, one empowered and bonded, the other hollow and unsettled. It's the meaning that decides the mark it leaves on your heart. Over time, these meanings accumulate, becoming your blueprint for intimacy. They can either teach you to demand respect and intentional love, or train you to settle for connection that's shallow but chemically compelling. The truth is, meaning is power. You can't always control biology, but you can control the story you assign to it. That's why awareness is everything. When you understand what this moment truly represents for you, you can decide if it's sacred, casual, healing, or harmful. Without that clarity, you risk letting someone else define your emotional reality. And in matters this intimate, the only meaning that matters is the one you choose.